part 3, my deployment with additional features and demonstration and some reflection. I did my deployment with Heroku. It was the simplest and easiest way to do it. Did a Heroku create from my terminal. Oops. And that's how I got this Frozen Springs 1954-2. So I did a build and deployed it to Heroku. I opened the app and got this application error. I don't know anybody who's never gotten that application error their first round, so I didn't panic too much. I looked at the Heroku logs. That actually was helpful, trying to figure out my .env and all these sorts of things that I was kind of not having right. I had little issues with unused code within my VS Code, which was kind of messing up my deployment, I think, as well. So this emoji is pretty good. I was nervous because I was so close and I could not get it. So I learned watching some tutorials and Anthony, look for those errors. That's where the answer is. That's actually the opportunity. So I went through the errors. I had a bunch of false starts with the deployment, but then Frozen Springs 1954-2, it came up, and that emoji pretty much was my face as well, and it all worked out. But a lot of trial and error, and a lot of changing, and a lot of restarting the dynos. There's a lot of that, which is in this more. If you go more and go down, it says restart all dynos, and that was also a helpful part. So there's lots of different pieces. Okay. App demonstration. Let me show you. Let's get out of there. So I'm home. Great. Let me show you how create. I've shown you create account already, but let's do it here. Mookie Wilson. Mookie@wilson.com. Mookie1, which was his number. Mookie1. And success, your account has been created. Welcome. And so Mookie's, can get in there. Let me log out and show you that the login also works. So let me put in Mookie. Here's, Wilson.com. Mookie1 there. And there we go. Welcome back. Let's bank. And let me just show you how this works. So I got $100. Let me add 200, success, deposited. Maybe I'll put another, no, I don't need to. You get it, it works. And then I'll go to my withdraw page and you see that account balance persists. Let me take $50 out. Success, $50 withdrawn. And if I go back, that's some validation there. Go back to deposit, you'll see I still have the $250. So that balance is persisting. And I could also just head home and get back to here. I still have got my deposit and withdraw because I'm still logged in, or Mookie is still logged in. And here's a little bit of like how that worked. Down here, make note, you could go to the site right there if you want to do it yourself. And there's also my repo. My additional features, I did the random account number, which I showed you in video 2, and that was fairly simple, just creating a random number with my temperate literals and throwing it into the document when it's inserted. And another one I did was confirming password validation. This I did with just the formic for the form and yup for the validation. So confirm password, I see that so often when I'm creating an account online. So I got that yup validation, blow it up a little bit maybe. And you can see the confirm password with yup and the passwords must match. I purposely put in a wrong confirm password here to get that passwords must match up there. And that's another additional feature. Reflection, I would probably put everything in app.js as opposed to index.js. When I was working, index.js just like made more sense structurally in my head, and now it doesn't as much. I would definitely put everything in the app.js for my Create React app. I would like to put the deposit and withdrawal on the same page with the balance instead of having two separate. It is all the same page, but separate, same component as opposed to separate components for deposit and withdrawal. I would definitely do that. I would do dry. Don't repeat yourself. I feel like there was a little bit of repetition in some of my front end code, and mainly I think here the picture is the growth mindset, trying to accept that failure is an opportunity to grow, as it says. That sometimes the failure doesn't feel like an opportunity; it feels crushing. So that growth mindset, I would have learned more, and I would do that more with this project, and. Here with my plan, knowing what reality is, I think I'm that little guy on the boat. I've gotten through some stuff, got through some hard things. I'm back down in the middle of the water. I got quite a journey ahead, but I've gotten somewhere, and I'm staying afloat.